Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back on the channel. We got Omar back with another video. Nobody cares about streaming anymore. What about that? How you feel about that? She said, I don't know yet. We got to go over there and check it out.
Oh, no, child.
We are in the process of trying to make sure still everything ran smoothly. We just got to get the time to be able to do so. But we do have the Twitch created. We just got to get everything orchestrated so we can get over there.
Yeah.
You know, so we can be able to do some of these live reactions with y'all, get y'all feedback in real time, see how y'all thought process is. But hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, all you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it in with a thumbs up.
Hey, let's go. Let's check this out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
Don't watch games no more like that on Twitch. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all acting like if games crushed on Twitch the way they used to, like a few years ago, you don't think everybody would stop the IRLs and start playing games? Twitch is...
Nope. You know why? It's because people find the easy way the easy way out of it. The easy way out of it is I just walk around, do stuff, and then just have somebody make it seem like I'm, you know what I'm saying? And that's what has taken off.
It's becoming harder and harder to become streamers because all y'all think y'all need to be doing IRLs. Y'all all trying to be like these at the top. You got motherfuckers talking about desktop streaming is dying. How is that even impossible? It's not even possible. It's just the niggas you watching. Desktop streaming will never die. It's just the niggas you watch. You have been so overstimulated by them. When they do decide to do desktops, it just feels dry.
Y'all know how expensive it is to keep up with content creation?
And the reason why a lot of people probably not into desktop streaming is because it's harder to keep people entertained. A lot of people haven't been through anything to have true stories because a lot of content creators are so much younger now. And so they don't, like, back in the day, you used to have people who actually went through life and experienced things, and then you go to them, they be able to really identify you, like, hey, I've been through that. Hey, I got these crazy stories I can tell because I've experienced life. Yeah. They can't do that. So now the only thing they can do is go out here and harass people. And that's their content. So now when they do sit at the desktop, you see how boring they actually are for real. It's not easy to click the camera on, sit down, and 100% try to be entertaining to people. It's way harder than a lot of people think. When you first start, it's gonna come out corny. It's gonna come out cringe. It's gonna come out whatever negative. Yes, we've been there. We've done that. You know what I'm saying? But as you get comfortable enough to show who you are and be vulnerable without caring, because that just comes with time, that's when you're going to have the best content. Because you're going to be like, I don't care no more. Just click on the camera and just, you know what I'm saying, do me, show my personality. You know what I'm saying? It's about getting comfortable.
You could get a 10K check from Twitch. What the is a 10K check when you got to spend 5K on trips just to travel, $500 on setup, $2,000 on your rent, $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL toolkit. You gotta pay the clippers, pay your YouTube editor. Chat, I don't think y'all realizing I be going into negative doing this. Okay?
Well, it looks like Cleopatra Omar has been correct. It looks like Ostradamus's prediction was right. He's somebody else that can see into the future. It looks like Omar Baxter's vision came true. Just a couple years ago, streamers figured out that they could lift up from their desktop, stretch their legs, and go out into the real world. And to be honest with you, ever since that happened, the world went to hell. No, it wasn't Rudy Gobert who brought on the pandemic. It was those that were IRL streamers. That's a fact. But as the stakes raised more and more and the drama got bigger, greater, and louder, things became too much for content creators to handle. And I made a prediction last year that we would see a change in the space of content creation where people would actually be going back to their desktop where they could build a safe community and home for themselves. And we are seeing that in real time. If you're new to this, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It goes a long, long way for the audience. Help me, help you, help me build a community by subscribing to the channel. Now, back into the video. Streaming culture changed heavily after the IRL explosion. I think one of the reasons why IRL content even took off is because, you know, I was joking a little bit earlier, but the pandemic helped bring people out of their homes and out of their lockdowns and out of the social separation era into the real world. People living in cities and states like New York that were on lockdown could live out their wildest dreams through content creators and streamers who gravitated to Atlanta, Georgia in order to see what is going on. And then content escalation became a norm. It went from doing things like walking around, going to Taco Bell, hanging out on Miami Beach, all the way up to these big, huge events. Hell, even major labels and brand deals got involved in the mix. Now, I've noticed recently in the comments sections that people have been complimenting me on my sweaters, but it doesn't just stop there. You know, one piece can make a fit, but one piece can also ruin a fit.
Oh man, Omar, I can tell a plug when I see one.
IRL streaming just seemed like a money glitch. Endless participants, willing and unwilling, endless things to interact with, confrontation, surprise encounters, reaction is automatic. Things were just so over the top. It just made sense for people to lift up out of their desktops. And if you were still there, you were still behind. And for what it's worth, desktop streaming relied heavily on a solo individual's personality. With IRL, you could have less personality in my opinion, but also rely on the outside perspective to bring some sort of creative aspect to your content.
I ain't gonna lie, unpopular opinion. Desktop's harder than IRL's, gang. Being a good desktop streamer takes more skill than being good. I don't care, be mad. I don't give a Yo, sit your down at this computer and entertain for hours. I don't give a That's more challenging than doing IRL. I don't give a Don't be mad. Don't be tight. I don't give a cry about it.
I think a lot of people don't realize.
That's
Hey,
true, though.
shout out to Queso, bro. I clicked on Queso stream the other night.
Yeah.
You was, I don't think.
I
You,
won't-
I don't even know where you was. That
Minding my business.
because he and I was watching him in real time.
Yeah.
Receive his plushie. It was like you don't even know what I'm talking about.
I know what a plushie is.
No,
but
it's
I
not
didn't see-
I'm saying I'm
Oh.
using the term plushie because
Oh.
let me see Queso life size. Yeah, okay. So it's this, but it's humongous, bro. It's this. You see how big that is? It's a little ducky thing. I said, what the? Queso big dude. He tall and big. He's solid.
Oh, it's this size.
No.
Oh.
It's this.
Oh, is that actually this one?
Yes, this is him.
Oh,
Literally
that's
standing-
him.
And I was watching him live. Like I was like, oh shit.
That's cool though.
Because I just went on Twitch and I was like, who live? And it was Queso, and I was like,
Yeah.
let's see what Queso doing. But yeah, it's big. It's humongous, bro. But I think she was the one who made it,
Oh, okay.
and she sent it to him. But
That's what's up.
it's so massive, and she yarn stitched.
Crochet.
Yeah. And I was like, that's creative though.
That's
But
what's up.
shout out to her. But somebody like Queso proves the fact that you can still sit at a desktop, create a genuine fan base, and be relatable to people, and not have the most extreme money and flexing your money to show that, hey, I have something to offer to the people.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that, bro. Just figure out something to make you unique. One thing I always see Queso in is a hoodie or a robe.
Mm-hmm.
That's his thing. What you see us with all the time is graphic tees.
Do you do what makes you
That's
happy?
just our thing.
Entertain your people, your community, and everything else will fall in place. But what you said graphic tees is our thing.
Yeah, I was just like
Oh.
graphic tees is our thing. Create something that could be your own thing, and that's just like, hey, that's one little thing we do. You know what I'm saying? And people draw interest to that to stand out amongst the rest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then just be free. And I'll just say this because 100% we've had this conversation. Content creation ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Same way with being a doctor, it's not for everybody. Same way with being a lawyer, it's not for everybody. Profession is by profession. Every profession out there known to mankind is not for everyone. you know?
That's facts.
Realize how random IRL events are. Even before I cut the camera on, I felt like my life was an episode of Childish Gambino's show Atlanta, where if I went out of my house to do a simple errand, it took me on some adventure and some journey that ended up with me racing Michael Vick in the parking lot of a strip club. Yeah, that's not something that is fake. That is canonically accurate to the life of a young male Atlantean. With more and more people shifting to the IRL space, we saw a split. People wanted to stand out, so they did different things. You had one group of creators who went the extreme route. We're talking about the Claviculars, we're talking about the Jack Dohertys, the Ice Poseidons, the Dean the Greats. They went with rage bait.
We got out of there, motherfuckers. Let's go. language. There's kids around.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though.
What are you talking about?
Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm sure your kids watch.
Get away.
Man, y'all, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Y'all bodyguards dudes are some of the dumbest.
Is this a bodyguard?
Yes, bro. Y'all are some of the dumbest fools, and I ain't gonna hold you. I see some street dudes on y'all with the quickness and have all that shit
That's
down.
the bodyguard. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these bodyguards ain't, man, y'all gonna mess around and run into the wrong folks trying to protect these are like some different type of Nepo babies because they are privileged, feel like they're little privileged little pricks. And y'all are so dumb because y'all tall and I'm in the gym. Man, that gym ain't gonna stop anything coming at your direction. Mm-hmm. Because it's gonna take one little crazy fool to say, hey, F all that. Cause we see it all the time.
Yeah.
That shit is annoying.
You started talking to me, buddy.
Get away.
You get away from me. Watch your kids. Go walk away.
Dangerous stunts.
Oh, here they go. Hopefully someone clipped that shit. That was insane.
Why we need to clip everything?
Oh, fuck, they're making their way back here. Oh, fuck.
Shock value, public chaos, or even confrontation content. By far my favorite.
Are you the guy that got slapped on video?
I did, but I'll slap the shit out you, though.
Oh, you will? I'm going to show you the inside of this house.
I'll make you another clip. Don't do that.
That's crazy.
Seriously?
Don't do that.
Hey!
He got little man syndrome. He got to. He getting. Bro,
Ain't no way.
You getting whooped every time.
Ain't no way.
I
done seen him twice.
No, I seen another clip.
I said I've only seen him twice, and both of them, this is what it was. I'm like, this is a way to introduce somebody, because I don't know who he is outside of getting.
They say he a boxer or something.
Get beat up on.
I said he can't be a boxer because he ain't bobbing a weaving.
Or you had the subsection of creators who wanted to put on a spectacle, a show. People that wanted to emulate and imitate the shows of yesteryear that they grew up on and Mr. Beastify their content. I'm talking about the different subathons, whether it be Kaisenat's Mafia-thon or FaZe's subathon with all the celebrity collaborations. You know, like when Neon links up with any random streamer or any of these over-the-top big productions like Streamer University. Most recently, I worked on the back end of one of these shows, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But I can also think of Jason the Ween going about the path of doing this whole surviving on an island thing. It's getting crazy out here in the space, which for what it's worth makes it harder to compete. One of the reasons why IRL streaming is seeing such a blow is because there is a saturation problem. There are simply too many creators competing for limited attention. And so when the supply explodes, then all of a sudden the value per stream drops. Now content creators must, be bigger, be more daring, more extreme. They must be louder, more emotional, all these different things in order to stand out. And that pressure starts to reshape the entire culture. Do me a favor.
Do you think that's one? So you think that's 100% true?
I do think that's true.
Let me spin it. Ask you this direction, or do you think people are also trying to go this extreme only for the greed of the money?
No. Yeah. I think we've said that in another video. I do think that can be the case as well, but I do think that this could be the case. Two things can be true at once at the same time. True. So I think that it's both. I think that it's both.
Because I look at it as like they're so greedy and they're trying to live a millionaire's lifestyle, so they keep trying to. I can't lose these subs, yo. I can't lose these subs. Instead of trying to just live an average normal lifestyle, there's nothing wrong with that. And putting your money up, you don't have to blow $100,000 every month just because you betting on making $250,000.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But I do feel like newcomers that that's trying to come into this world as well feel like, oh my gosh, I gotta do I gotta one up you type of thing to just so that I can get the same traction or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So I do think that it's both.
Okay,
I agree with both of you.
All these different things in order to stand out. And that pressure starts to reshape the entire culture. Do me a favor, close your eyes and think about any of the IRL content that you consumed last year. If it wasn't some sort of crash out or a huge massive event like Stream University or Mafia-thon, I can almost guarantee you that you don't remember it at all. And with that being said, it's not like people didn't create IRL content last year. It just felt like there was so much to keep up with in one after another.
Only IRL content I remember indulging in. again, for people who don't know, me and C are not the type of content creators who be like, oh, we don't watch content from other people. We do. You're not going to be like, that's what any profession, you need to be able to partake in your profession to continue to learn what maybe something you're not doing right, or maybe I never thought about that. I never thought about this. So there's nothing wrong with indulging in other people and being inspired to or motivated to grind even harder because you see your peers grind. But only other IRLs is Streaming University, Mafiathon, and Speed Trip Across America. That's the only thing I remember indulging in as far as IRL content.
Yeah.
Because we did watch Speed across half of it, like up to half of it. I think after he left Texas, I think we kind of phased out of it a little bit. But other than that, that's about it for us.
Yeah, I think that
like
was
indulging in like IRL streaming. Other than
that I can think of right off the top.
I don't really care for a lot of people though.
IRL content last year. It just felt like there was so much to keep up with and one after another happening over and over again that, to be quite honest with you, it fell a little flat every single time. And the creator's response to it falling flat was not to go back to the drawing board and say, you know, hey, maybe IRL streaming is the problem. Maybe I need to get my personality more involved. Maybe I need to think outside of the box. No. Creators decided to live by Grant Cardone's 10x rule, a philosophy that states having a goal and then trying to 10x it will yield more success. A streamer does a 30-day subathon, the next person's gonna do one that's uncapped. One stream costs 20K, well, the next one's gonna cost 100K. If you jumped off a roof, I'm jumping off a mountain, we're both gonna die. That doesn't matter to content creators. It worked for Mr. Beast, it worked for Kai Cenat. Why can't that happen to them? But all in all this does is create some sort of financial exhaustion, mental burnout, identity pressure, and constant comparison. Streaming has become less of an expression and more of this numbers chase, to the point where it's actually putting pressure on content creators that they feel the need to speak about these things.
But everybody needs systems. Like if you're just letting things happen to you and you're not adjusting, then you're not being a good human to yourself. Like you need a system. So I know if the view number's up, I'm gonna keep looking at the shit to see, oh, did they think that was funny? Do you like that joke with that? How many views we got? Is that segment good? I don't look at the view numbers. Yeah. I shut it down. I pop out my chat so I don't have to look at it. I always look at it though after the stream. Yeah. And then I'll see like, okay, hold on, they like this segment a lot. They didn't like this part. So maybe I could do more of this. I could do a part 2 of this. I could do more stuff with this person. So, but that's just, I learned that system on my second stream on Twitch.
Really?
Yeah, on my second full-time stream when I dove deep into it. Yeah. Because the first stream, I just kept looking at the number. So on the second stream, I was like, I got to find a way to not see that number, bro. I don't want to see it. You can't hide it. So you just had to close the fucking browser and pop out your chat so you can read what your chat's saying.
At some point, this obsession with numbers can have you feeling like some sort of slave to the content creation journey that you're on. No longer is it about having fun. No longer is it about, just chilling with some friends, doing some cool stuff that you had a passion for. It becomes a numbers game, which means in order for you to keep up with said numbers game, you've got to increase the difficulty every single time. At least
I'll say this, just speaking from content creators, sometimes the creator is not even that fixated on the numbers more than the audience is. Because we've had plenty of people want to hop in the comments, and I know these people are not real viewers and not real watchers. They're just real annoying ass people in life. Because if you're annoying on the internet and comments, you're even 10 times annoying in real life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, why are you so worried about my numbers, bro, more than I'm worried about my own numbers? Yeah. Some things is out of your control. Like YouTube is 100% sometimes out of your control. It'd be the same type of content, same type of reaction. I could do the same type of video today that I did 2 years ago. It will not gain the same traction because it's up to YouTube whether or not they want to push your channel or whether or not you got an age-restricted video. That's the reason why a lot of people try to remove all age-restricted content, because the more you have on your channel, the more YouTube suppress your channel.
It affects you big time.
And so that's the reason why a lot of times with us, especially on this channel, I'm like, hey, I gotta take that down. Yeah. People be like, oh, is this a re-upload? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, if it's a re-upload, it's a re-upload for a reason. I wish some people just start thinking a little bit. But here nor there, I know some people don't understand. Yeah. So I take that to hindsight. If you ever see a re-upload video, it's because YouTube age restricted or they removed it for some reason, and nobody's trying to deal with a bunch of that because it also suppresses your channel and keeping you from growing. Yeah. So that's the reason why I have helped people in a Discord. They have questions. I'm like, hey, I'm a 100%. Hey, if you got questions, I'm willing to answer. I ain't like. There's one thing I'm gonna always do for everybody. Hey, I ain't gonna give you, but if you got a question, cool. I'm gonna help you out as much as I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna always give you the sauce that I know to help you continue to grow and get better in life. That's the best thing I got to offer. You know what I'm saying? So, everything. What Agent was saying, everything ain't gonna work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because also Agent was already doing content creation, so he's already is a familiar face. He's also already attached to people who are already big on the platform. So sometimes I understand 100% how people are in life. People flock to people based off of attention from other people. So if they already familiar with Kai, and Kai is already big on the platform, they gonna be like, "Oh, that's Kai Homie. I'm gonna go watch Kai Homie because hopefully Kai pops up on the stream."
Yeah.
It works like that. Like it's not gonna always work for everyone. So sometimes I understand they tell them these secrets, these little gems. You could I just say take it with a grain of salt because it's not always gonna work like that.
For you to keep up with said numbers game, you've got to increase the difficulty every single time. At least that's what streamers think. But now we're to a point where you can't just do simple shit anymore. You got to do the most complex.
Keep crashing, I don't know what to do. And when I'm watching these videos, they talking about put in the RTPM and then merge this over to this and then put the configurator in this and then go ahead and put the dashboard and then go to help and then do these. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Bro, I'm just trying to press the button and go fucking live, man. Like, this shit is so weird. I thought all I had to do was get Streamlabs and I'm good. Soon as I lose connection, the stream crash. So I need to figure out how can I merge this phone over to the OBS and have it to where it's cool. I'm just stuck, y'all. It's like, I'm being 100% honest with y'all right now. That's what I'm stuck on. That's what's delaying everything. If I do an IRL right now, as soon as I lose connection, which you automatically gonna lose connection, because I'm in Arizona, I don't have signal outside my house until I drive probably 40, 50 seconds down this little road because it's these mountains covering this whole area. So I ain't got no signal out there unless I'm on Wi-Fi.
Over the past weekend, I was able to tap into the production side of a love show, working the switchers and, audio and all the other technical stuff from storytelling all the way to camera work for, two streamers who I'm trying to keep anonymous for whatever reason on the back end. And when I tell you it is hard work, it is way hard work. For those that know my roots on this YouTube thing, I started out working in the production and behind the scenes, and I'm glad to be back out in the field. But for what it's worth, the game has changed dramatically. Yeah, I just made up a word. There's so much that goes into a stream. For all the hours that somebody is live, double the amount of time is put into the production process. And one small mistake can kill the entire stream. There's a level of skill that you need that isn't easily obtainable. And one false move can get you cut off.
Hold the stream like this. No, walk. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Walk. Walk, nigga. Walk. Oh, sorry. Walk. You go like this. You push people out the way. You're the cameraman. You walk behind like this. Why are you doing that? Hold the camera.
I'm just trying not to hit you, bro.
How much y'all think? I'm paying this nigga damn near $200. You better get right. He held the stream for 30 minutes. What the fuck is we doing?
And we haven't even factored in the mental health aspect.
Is it $200 per stream?
Right. What are we talking about?
$200 per stream. Let me say we stream 5 days a week. $200 per stream.
Maybe that's what.
What's that? $1,000? Times 5, $1,000. That man, go get your regular job, bro. You gonna make the same shit working less. $200 a stream. A stream might be 5-6 hours.
That's facts.
Even sometimes even longer. Yeah. Some people be 10 hours on stream. Yeah. $200. And let's just say you do 5 streams a week.
Who is this person? Like, regardless of the fact, I get what you're saying. Who is this person to you? Is this like a little brother or something? Or a little cousin? Or like, who is this person to you? Because if it's somebody, like, I don't know how old he is and all that. I don't know.
He look older, bro.
Yeah.
Go get you a real job, bro. I can easily.
Yeah.
Of what goes on to these new IRL streams, not only from a production standpoint and how taxing they can be when it comes to actually configuring these different things, also something to say about the type of fans that you do start to gain when you get into the IRL streaming bag. I'm not gonna go deep into the conversation, but for whatever reason, I think that those IRL streamers garner a certain type of audience that is much different than those legacy acts that just stay behind the computer. I can think of Emeru getting stalked and ultimately assaulted hit at TwitchCon. I can think of Senna, Valkyrae, Pokimane, and Emily CC all getting accosted at a boardwalk. I can think of all the different stream snipers, from Jason the Ween when he just did his London stream, from Agent when he does his Arctic stream, from Lacey when he was trying to leave the house and got caught up. Not saying that nothing happens when you're not at home streaming, but I can confidently say that I feel like these things are exacerbated when you're out in the real world.
Yeah.
People feel like they can relate to you more. Hey, I do see Agent 00 at this Publix that looks like it's the one by my house. Let me go wait at that Publix just to see if he comes through. Shit's creepy. And so now in 2026, we're seeing the people that we known and love, display our favorite events through a camera lens, do something a little bit different, but it's something the same at the same time. They're going back to their desktops. They're sitting at their computers and their chairs and they're making content. They're gaming, they're reacting, they're talking to chat, they're getting more involved with their Discord community. Why? Because it works. I think it's cheap. I think it's sustainable. I think it's community focused, meaning that they're getting tapped back into those that support them the most and not these fair weather people who have kind of picked up on them because they've become a spectacle. I think that one of the things that's most important is that it's sustainable. They can fire it up anytime that they want without bringing in a bunch of other people on these different controlling vibes with production and all this other stuff like that. Blah. And most of all, it is authentic as hell. For what it's worth, being in those IRL moments, you have to be a little performative. I know that sounds like the key word of 2026, but there's some validity to it. I think that the IRL era created this level of fatigue that we do not want to see anymore. Love shows were fake. The confrontation was fake. The clip farm got even worse when it was in real life. People took things way too far, disturbing the public and, getting into their food, getting into their personal space, getting into their business. IRL streaming has also gotten this bad connotation. I remember there was a time period in which I would go out with my camera phone, have it sideways, or have a regular camera, and people didn't want it simply due to the fact that, people don't like being videotaped. They didn't understand what it was. Then we transitioned into an era where people understood what was going on and they embraced it a little bit. But then we quickly went back into the era of, oh no, I've seen you before on TikTok. I've seen this type of content before on my social medias, and I don't want anything to do with you. IRL streaming is now the equivalent of a man saying that he has a podcast. You're already lumped in with some of the worst people in the world. And I also think that there's a level of safety that comes with sitting back home at the desktop. Now, don't get me wrong, swatting, doxing, harassment, those are dangerous things. And those things can come with, being at home. But I think that that's totally different than the IRL stalking, people showing up at different homes, the fans tracking you in real time to your location, and the different break-ins based off of the parasocial obsession that is being created by you being outside.
Just do what you want to do. It's that easy. No shot. Brother, get out of the hold on. You know me. Brother, get out of the fucking house.
I also think it gives creators this mental break that they need from always having to appease people by collaborating with these other guests or doing things that they don't generally like to do, but because everybody's telling them that, hey, this is a good look or this is an opportunity that you can't miss, you've got to be here. Desktop streaming creates this environment in which you don't have to think about what'll give me the most viewership, but more so what'll appease the community that I rock with. Now, instead of forcing yourself to be at some award show because it's supposed to make you appear better to mainstream audiences, you can stay at home and watch your favorite Omizi video and react to it in real time. You can now find an identity, which I think is important for some of these young 20-something-year-olds, and you don't have to be inauthentic and robotic like Blackboy Max talks about.
I be dealing with a lot of mental shit, bro. Maybe I need more friends. I don't know. I did lose my girl. I will say this. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Bro, my girl gang, I was my best friend. And that's a whole other topic for another day. But bro, like, that girl was my rock, man. And it's like, could it have worked out? Maybe. But it's just like, bro, doing all the things I'm trying to do just make, man, love impossible, bro. No cap. Never sell out. And I will never sell out. Right now, I'm on a path of getting my love back and feelings. I don't feel nothing, bro. I don't be happy to do shit. I've put this smile on. Some days I'll be happy, I'm not gonna lie, laughing, having a good time. It'd be short bursts though. I'll go right back to what I gotta do tomorrow. Damn, what phone calls I gotta make tonight? Oh, what paperwork I gotta sign?
So where do I think streaming is heading in 2026? My predictions are usually right. So let me take this a little bit serious. I don't think that high profile, big broadcasty streams are just out of the way. I think those that have mastered it and will continue to replicate it when necessary. iShowSpeed is a perfect example of somebody who pulled something off like this. I think Jason the Ween did a fantastic job of this when he did his Deserted on an Island stream. Of course, Streamer University will probably come back around. That's if we get Kai Cenat back. And then as a way to kind of replace a vlog, I can see some streamers still doing stuff like this. But is it going to be this constant 24/7 like we've seen over the past couple years? I don't think so. It's not safe anymore. Mentally, physically, for your community, for your longevity, it's just not safe anymore. I see streamers getting back to their roots. I see streamers getting tapped back into their community. No longer will your numbers ebb and flow based off of who you're collaborating with or what mainstream event you're going to. For what it's worth, Queso, a big streamer in the streaming community, has maintained the same amount of viewership no matter what's going on. He doesn't have these wild swings based off of who he's chilling with. His numbers stay stable, and the only thing that may or may not impact them is the food that he's eating that week and the games that he's playing. So IRL streaming may be dead, or at least it's on the way out, but that doesn't mean that streaming isn't still alive. I knew this was coming because based off of putting on the event I put on this weekend with the help of some good guys, I don't even know how people found this to be sustainable. Tired, hungry, overworked, so many variables, so many people that you have to deal with, and then thinking about how you can top it the next time, and we're only in February. No. Omar can't handle that. The audience can't handle that. The creator can't handle that. Nobody can handle that. I think we're going to see a shift that says, I want to get back in tune with my community and build my true and authentic self with a group of true and authentic people. I think we're about to see some beautiful content coming.
That's how it should have always been. But, hey.
Fake always find his way, huh?
It creeps in.
But at the end of the day, reason why I don't think, because I know people are like, oh, we want to see you vlog, we want to see you be on. No, I like the sanity of my life. I like to be able to go outside, and literally enjoy life. This camera cuts off here, tune out. I can go and live life the way the fuck I want to. When we go out in public, I don't have to worry about people. I don't have to worry about, hey, I gotta, like, I just like having peace and sanity, bro. Not having to worry about whether or not I'm in the right angle, whether or not I'm keeping up. Yo, chat, is this interesting for y'all?
And I feel like it's healthy. It's very healthy, mentally, physically. Like, it's healthy. I feel like that's why, like, we all deal with stuff, mental, whatever the case may be. But I do feel like being able to just have that separation and being able to just be like, have that balance is definitely key. And I really think that people need to get back to that so that they can take care of themselves mentally, because we have been seeing a lot, people work-life balance is definitely key. Dealing with mental issues, mental, issues and stuff like that. Mental health, that's what I'm trying to get to. Mental health and stuff like that. So I do feel like it can help, but you just have to find what works for you. But I think it's definitely healthy to have that work-life balance.
And having boundaries with it.
Most definitely. You definitely have to do that.
But hey, y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts down below for us, man. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar.